Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing the VIVIBRIGHT f10 portable projector. It is a 720p quality projection, and it is very compact and lightweight, so it's very easy to just pick up and move it, take it with you on the travel, and not to mention it's super easy to set up as well. So as usual with any kind of projector, you can use it to mirror your laptop, use it as additional screen for your laptop, use it for the display of your video game console, for a streaming stick like the Roku streaming stick I have here. You can also just directly plug in a USB media drive for photo, slideshow, other types of media playback. So now taking a look at what comes out of the box, here's a quick look at the box itself. It does come in the other color, which is black, but the one I have here, of course, is the white colored version. So when you open up the box, the first thing you're greeted with is all the accessories. So you got the two-part proprietary power cable, the remote control, which takes in two AAA batteries. Batteries are not included. And then here is the other portion of the power cord. You see that's the AC/DC adapter. And finally, we have, of course, the paperwork, the warranty information feedback card, and the instructions manual, which is very brief, but contains a lot of graphics and diagrams that clearly lay out the ports and buttons on this machine. At the end, there is additional information on how to connect Android devices, but unfortunately, this is the baseline projector model, so it doesn't actually support that version. I would recommend to the manufacturers of this product that they clarify it on the box that this is the baseline model and doesn't offer mobile screen mirroring for Android or iOS devices. So back to the unboxing, you can see that the projector itself is heavily padded, so you don't have to worry about it getting damaged during transit. So giving a quick overview of this portable projector, this is in this, again, glossy white exterior. It does come with a plastic lens cap to protect the lens when it is not in use. Next to that is actually the IR sensor. There's also one in the back, so your remote control is able to control this projector. Then on the side are the vents as well as the speakers, and I'll give you a sound test later on in this video. The little adjustment knobs here at the top control the focus as well as the key framing, as in the tilt of the actual projection. Then moving on to the on-device buttons, you see there are arrow keys as well as an enter button right there in the middle, power button on the bottom right, upper right is the menu, upper left is the switching the inputs, and then finally the very bottom left is the back button. So the projector for the most part can be completely controlled without using the remote if you need to. And here on the side, you can see all of the ports. So you got headphone or speaker output on the very left, two USB-A ports, one HDMI port, and of course the power input. On the bottom, it has 4 rubber feet for better grip on smooth surfaces, as well as a pull-out kickstand that you would use to prop up the projector. And underneath that is actually a 3/8-inch threaded hole so that you can mount it on a tripod for more versatility. So now I'm going to demonstrate just how easy it is to set this projector up. So of course, either pick a nice smooth surface or put it on a projector, however you want to place this. And then you go ahead, kick up that kickstand if you're putting it on a flat surface, plug in the power cord, and then turn it on. That way you can see how the projection looks like, make some physical adjustments to the actual position of the projector as needed, and then go ahead and adjust the focus as well as the angle of the projection. As with most portable projectors, it doesn't have a built-in zoom, so you definitely need to push this projector forward or backwards based on where you want it to be displayed. Once you get the projector situated, go ahead and plug in your media input, whether it is an HDMI cord to your laptop or another separate device like a video game console or a video streaming stick or a USB stick. You also get the option to either use the inbuilt-in speakers, or you can go ahead and connect it via the auxiliary cord straight from the projector to an external source. Or if you want to put on a pair of headphones so you don't disturb anybody else in the room, you can also use that same auxiliary port. And then you are good to go. Now go ahead and taking a look at the remote that it comes with. So the buttons on here pretty much mimic what you can find on the projector itself, with the exception of additional volume controls as well as a mute button and a screen flip button in case you want to have the projection on the back end of a screen, or if you wanted to mount the projector upside down. There's also this additional Android button at the upper right, but it doesn't really do anything with this projector because it doesn't support it, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Even with some of the limited functionality of a portable projector, it has quite a vast menu system that's very easy to navigate. I want to just point out a couple of highlights from the settings menu. So you of course can change the actual display language. You can change and adjust the color gamut as well as the brightness on the projector as well. Personally, I think the factory default settings for the color accuracy, brightness, and contrast is actually pretty good, but if you wanted to, you can tweak it to your liking. And as I mentioned before, there's no actual physical zoom functionality, but you can actually incrementally decrease the display size right from the settings. And last item I want to highlight is the sound. It's actually really great, and you can also even adjust the amount of treble and bass based on the use that you want, maybe for movie or presentation. So definitely some really nice tweaks that you can do right in the interface. Now, the key thing about this projector that I think that are really its selling point is definitely the sound and also how quiet the fans are when it's running. So this is the sound of the fans right after I played a 4-hour-long movie. And now here's a quick sound test with the inbuilt speaker and then a plug-in external speaker that has pretty nice bass. So I'm going to just have a quick comparison of it not plugged in and then plugged in so you can kind of hear a little bit of the difference. This would probably be a good time to put on some headphones. So I was really pleasantly surprised at the sound quality of this little guy. I mean, I reviewed projectors that are twice the price, and the sound quality is pretty much on par with those. Another key attribute to this projector is the fact that it can mount on a tripod. Due to its limited angles and mounting on flat surfaces, being able to mount on a tripod definitely makes up for that. And this projector really did try really hard to tackle some of the common problems with portable projectors of this size. So with the tripod, multiple angles, inbuilt settings to help customize the display as well as the sound. The only downsides I would say that is a little bit difficult to fix is probably the limited port selection here. Of course, you can get cable splitters and all that to take care of the single HDMI port. And I'd say the 720p quality is a little bit blurry at the edges if I could really complain about the display. I think the color-wise and contrast, it's great. It just seems like the edges are just a little bit blurry to my eye. But for the price, I think it has all the main things that you would want in a portable projector. Pretty good picture quality for the price, above average sound, really easy to set up and use. So as usual, I'll put the product link in the description for you guys to check out.